podcast presented to you by The Outdoor Talk.
The Outdoor Talk podcast.
It's good. It's a
Welcome
good night.
back.
It's a good day. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
We
Me
got a
too.
lot of things planned for the upcoming seasons.
I know it. We do.
Man, I tell you what, duck season, I hunted 3 times.
It's over, man. It's duck season
That's
is
it.
over, and it was a weird season.
Yes.
Was it weird? You said
Somewhat.
you only hunted 3 times.
I know.
but,
But like,
it was warm.
just even the urge to go. Like typically, yeah, when it's cold outside, you kind of like, oh man, it's a good day. If I was sitting in the duck pond, it'd be a great day.
Yeah.
And then like this season, it was like Christmas time rolls around and we're all in short sleeve shirts. It's Texas, like prime Texas weather. You don't like the weather, 20 minutes, it can change.
Yep.
Today was 70, close to 70 degrees. Tomorrow, what are we looking at?
I think we're looking at like high 55. Cold front's blowing in, and we're gonna have tomorrow's Wednesday, and then Thursday we're gonna have lows in the teens. High is like 25 degrees with snow.
Prime example.
And then you look at the weekend forecast, it's like back in the 60s.
Man.
It's crazy. So that's Texas for you. If you don't like the weather to stay a little longer, you know. So, but duck season,
that's a
man,
good
it was weird. It was like a warm season. We didn't get that big push of birds. I think early, like when season first started, we had a bunch of group birds come in. But then after that, it like warmed up. It was
Yeah.
like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, and I don't know.
Just messed up the whole
Right.
migration. I mean, the birds would
Yeah.
stop up in states up north, of course, and
know.
they wouldn't get to us. But I mean, you've hunted how many times this season? You think just duck hunt?
Oh, I mean, a dozen.
Dozen?
Maybe.
Really that much?
I mean, I'm just like
Guesstimate. You think around 12 times?
maybe, yeah.
12 times.
Right? No,
That's good though. Hey, at
Think-
least you
I-
you worked at it.
I bet you close to 12 times.
You put your time in it. Dude, I feel like I've hunted like stand times wise, deer hunting.
Oh, deer
I
hunting or
quadruple that. It
oh,
feels like, you know what I'm
triple
saying?
that. Deer
Yeah.
season, I like after work almost every other day. I'm out in the woods because I can hunt like 15 minutes down the road from where I work, which
Right.
is really nice. So, but yeah,
But between the two, like deer hunt and duck hunting, one thing that I've taken note of, and it's obviously just because it's happened to us, it's like, man, deer hunting, you can invest all this time into it, and like one lucky day, like you can switch it up, obviously, invest a whole bunch of time, whole bunch of stand times,
yeah,
switching up everything, trying
Yeah.
to do the right thing and be successful, or like not hunt, but one time a year and be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And then duck hunting, you've really got to grind. You invest your time just for
Yeah.
the last weekend, which
But
second
the
to
birds,
last,
if the birds aren't there, like
there's
what are
nothing
you
you can
gonna
do.
do? Like,
right.
I mean, you can travel, you can go out of state and go hunt. That's an option.
That's a good one.
It's a really good option. You can get a guide service that maybe has more water than you have, and they have like food sources.
Right.
You know, that's another option. I think a big problem that we didn't have this year was the water.
Yeah.
For my little slough, bone dry.
Water and then the cold temperatures that we needed to get the
the
birds
cold
down here in the
temperature.
first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, man. It's mind boggling though, but how much, excuse me, how much time you have to invest in not only deer hunting, but duck hunting to be successful. But it's just like luck on the deer hunting side
Yeah.
of things. Like, yeah, play your wind, play your best stand, at the right time, obviously.
Pattern the deer.
Right. I mean, do all that you can, but is it enough or is it not enough? And as hunters, it's like, man, today's going to be the day. Sometimes you feel it. Sometimes the day is the day. But like, it starts getting discouraging. Like as
I know.
the season goes on and progresses and you haven't been successful, you're like, man, I invested the most I ever have this season deer
Yeah.
hunting.
Well, I'll tell you, money doesn't kill the deer.
Nope.
But it does help to have the good equipment.
Yeah.
And that's a big tool. And a lot of people are like, oh, you don't need that. You're right, you don't. But if it makes it a little easier for you to,
Right.
to get out there in the woods or, stay a little longer with better clothing, lighter or more fit clothing for bow hunting during colder
Yeah.
weather. We didn't get that cold weather, so we're out
Hey,
there.
no, I mean, dude, sometimes some deer hunts, man, it got down pretty nippy.
Yeah.
But then the
We had a
next
couple-
week, you're looking at 70 degrees in a long sleeve t-shirt.
You're right.
It's like, man, I wish it was just more consistent. And as Texas people know, it's just the weather's inconsistent. As like,
Yeah, and last year we had a bunch of rain. Last year we got a bunch of rain, and it was like, we're gonna go hunt in the rain or not, you
Yeah.
know. But it's just I don't know. It's one of them things you can't control the weather. You just
But-
got to get out there and hunt.
both seasons have finally come to an end, which is good. But now we are looking forward to other species to chase after, such as snow geese and turkeys.
I know.
Two of my favorite seasons by far.
We still got a couple months for turkeys, but it's still on the sights. And when
Oh,
you get it
man.
on your mind, you're
Oh,
like,
it's-
come on.
it's game over.
It
It really is.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you like when you get your mind just set on something, you just want to go after it. But in the wait sucks.
Yes.
You got to be
Yeah.
patient. Being a hunter is a patient game, like a waiting game. Like to be a good hunter,
Yeah.
you got to wait in the stand. You got to wait for the season to roll around, but you're always out there preparing. So that's a good thing to. But a
Take
lot of
note
people,
of, at
a lot
least.
of people say duck season just ended,
Yeah.
but it actually just started for the next season.
Exactly.
Like
It's time to take,
your management tools.
right.
You're opening up new holes.
Even
taking inventory,
playing millet,
burning.
it doesn't matter what you're doing. As long as you're improving your land, you're improving your chances to take and harvest more species, I guess. I don't know.
More game.
Yeah, more game. Anyways, man, it's chaotic. The seasons have been chaotic, and I'm looking forward to what we've got coming up next. Nelson, I'm going to tell the world.
Go for it.
Maybe you should tell them
What do you want to tell them?
about your new setup.
Okay.
It's
What we're-
crazy.
What
This
we're
is
looking
nuts.
into, and I don't know if y'all can tell the difference between quality. I know we're still in the dining room sitting here. We haven't got the studio little podcast rooms, I'm going to call it,
Not yet.
set up, which is going to be a one wall with but it's going to look like a badass. Anyway,
Some foam, maybe some mounts in the background.
yeah. So what we're looking into right now, A7 IV.
Yes, sir.
They just came out with it. Sony A7 IV. They had the A7 III. They had the A7S III, which is more expensive than that camera, but it's more of like for video purposes. This is like a hybrid camera.
Yeah.
So my little Sony A6500, I've had that thing for a while and it's had its days.
Man,
it looks
falling out of tree stands.
it still works, but the cold shoe on top
Yeah.
broke off, so you can't really put a microphone on there. So I had to buy this little aftermarket metal piece that holds the microphone on there, little cage thing. It's had its days.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was like looking at them online, and Lisa's my wife, she said, "Are you looking at cameras again? Just buy the dang thing." She said,
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, I can't do it." She's like, "Just buy it." So that's what you love to do. You like to video. I was like, all right.
Yeah, there it is.
When the wife says you can do it, you go for
You
it.
go for it.
But yeah, we got the A7 IV looking through that sucker right now, and it is
Four.
crisp.
Crisp. Money
Crisp,
bags,
crisp.
as the kids say nowadays.
It is crazy from a crop sensor to a full frame sensor. I mean, I'm not saying the
Full
crop.
frame, though, it's always been one of my goals to get a camera that's full frame. But now that we have access to this, and I say we because hopefully you're
Hey.
going to be sending me some photos,
You
taking
can
some
use
photo
it too.
shoots out.
I mean, we
in the woods.
hunt together.
I ain't using it. That's all you. So on our previous duck hunt, we hunted Saturday and Sunday both. But Saturday's hunt didn't really go as planned. But that was my first opportunity to get to hold a camera kind of close to water, and it's heavier than his old one.
A lot bigger.
It's just it's bigger, it's more higher quality, but it's like expensive. Like it's like you're holding a baby, out in 20-degree weather. It seems like so.
It's a tool. Like you got to use it like a tool.
Right.
So like if something happens to it, I mean, it's replaceable.
It's just part of it. I understand.
Baby's not
But right. I understand.
It's not a tool.
I'm not trying to drop your expensive camera, your setup into the water accidentally, just because
I
of
think
a
it's
freak accident.
water resistant or something, or sealed.
Not.
I don't know. It's got a warranty. I don't know
Hey,
if
that's
that
good.
helps.
That's good. But not to go into a rabbit hole, but I'm curious. Okay. From all the seasons that you duck hunted, I know there's been at least one or two incidents, excuse me, that you've had a friend or yourself
You've
fallen in.
Oh yeah.
So just tell us a story real quick.
Okay. This is.
I've got one in particular. That's
First, okay, this is several years ago. I just got a brand new set of waders, and that Christmas, this was like I wasn't even in high school yet. I think I was in junior high or something.
yeah.
My parents got us all refurbished iPhones. Okay,
Okay.
refurbished. So I mean, they were just they didn't spend a lot of money, so I didn't feel too bad about it. But I just bought a new set of waders. I went down there in the pond, gonna go check for ducks or do something. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was walking around the water, tripped and fell with my waders on, filled them suckers up, ripped my iPhone.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man. No.
I think it's like an iPhone 3G or whatever it's called,
You're pumped up about it.
or 2. Yeah, it was.
Just
I was like,
ruined it.
I stood up and I was like, oh, why did I have my phone in my waders? That's one of the stories that I remember. It was
Yeah.
just, and then my waders now, they leak like crazy. So, I mean, it's just like falling in.
Yeah. man, some of the stories that I've heard. I mean, like I've had friends fall in head first, and catch themselves with a gun. I've had a buddy fall in and freeze up their gun, and they always tend to go back to the truck. So that's always kind of humorous, unless you're the one that's actually getting wet. Because if you're getting wet, man, it's not a fun ball
Yeah.
game to
What I found out, like
Get
when your
drenched.
waders leak,
Yeah,
the water fills up or whatever, but your body heat warms the water up, and you're not cold.
it's not.
But when
It's
you
just
take them-
uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. When you take them off, get
Yeah.
back to the truck, and that cold air hits your pants. it's terrible. Go crank the heat up in the truck and just go home.
I've got some insulated waders, and this season, or Saturday's hunt, when I was standing in the water, I had messed with the decoys just briefly, whatever. But I got in; it's almost like waist deep. And when I got out, it's like always right before sunlight time, like shooting time. From then to like 30 minutes into the hunt, it's colder than it than
Always.
it typically is.
Yep.
I don't know. It's something to do with the sun coming up, the moon going down. I don't know, but it's cold for like it's a 30-minute little.
I don't know.
Freeze zone.
I don't
I mean,
understand
I
it
don't
either.
know.
But as soon as the sun like breaks the
Top of the tree
sky-
line. Top of the tree
like,
line.
as soon as
you're
it
good.
starts popping up, it just gets really cold.
Yes.
and then it starts warming up.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is. Somebody's out there that knows their meteorologists or whatever.
Me. But when your waders are in the water and then you step out and then they start freezing over. I
Yeah.
mean, like Saturday's hunt a week ago, your dog was out there just chasing down birds, and like the eyelashes were frosted over, the whiskers were
Yeah,
frosted.
that morning was 18 degrees. I think that was the coldest morning we had that we hunted together.
Yeah,
And she had ice all over.
everywhere.
But that's what she loves to do. And I mean, I did put the little vest on her.
Yeah,
When it's like in the 20s, I always throw her a little vest on her. I mean, I don't know if it really helps or not, but it's a peace of mind that I think it helps. I think
Yeah.
it holds her body heat in a little better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
it's just crazy stuff, man.
It
But
is.
what I was saying is like when you get in the water and then that freezes on top of your waders, it tends to make me cold. And I've really never had an issue like hunting in West Texas, man. The temperature drops tremendously low compared to the weather that we have here, unless it's like ice storm weather like
Yeah.
a couple years ago. But it's just weird because I've never had the incident to like for the water to freeze on my waders and then like me actually get cold from it. But that was just kind of a unique experience. They're 1,600 grain,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
I shouldn't
well,
get-
that's
I
the
shouldn't
boot. The 1,600 grams, that's always the boot.
right?
So
And
like,
I never really have any issues with my feet getting cold.
yeah, my feet don't get cold either, and mine are 1,600. But I think what makes a difference, I think you're still running neoprene waders.
Yes.
I'm wearing the breathable waders, and
Yeah.
on the inside they have
Banded.
that quilted material. And that
Yeah.
quilted, it's another buffer, and it is so much warmer, in my opinion. I've had breathable, and I've had a set of canvas waders that were my dad's that were old. They were just
Dang, old school.
one thin layer of canvas. You talking about terrible?
Hey,
and then neoprene.
But if you're shooting birds, one thing you're not going to be cold
No.
because you're going to be going out there and either working your dog or going to get birds to help the
Yeah.
dog out. You know what I'm saying? So
And when that adrenaline rush comes in from all the birds coming in, and
it's just nuts.
it's just you forget about the cold.
Oh yeah,
Your fingers might be numb. You might not be able to put a shell in your
dude,
gun.
that is the worst by far. Leave a comment down below. You think it's the worst feeling to have birds in your face and you not be able to either one pull the trigger or for two load your shotgun.
Yeah.
Or even crank your truck. And I hate that, man, because you feel like you're warm because you walk to the truck, right? But your hands are so like brittle and like frozen. You can't start the keys. You can't turn on the ignition.
Yeah. Turn on the ignition.
Turn on the ignition. Like, does that make sense? Crank your vehicle, okay? For all you out there that are paying attention to me too closely tonight, I'm about to give them the whole finger. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. Just a lot to stay tuned for. I'm excited about turkey camp, dude. It's always a blast. Hopefully this time, dude, the weather stays pretty chill, relaxed, and turkeys are gonna be hollering, gobbling.
I hope so.
And we're gonna be.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm thinking about what we did in the past seasons when we didn't have success, and I'm thinking about the times that we had success, and I'm trying to figure out what we've done wrong, what we've done right, and I want to go into this coming up season knowing what I've done in the past and not do those things or do those things and just change it up, like learn from it. I want to take what I've learned and put it to use.
Okay, that
Find
can
the
be kind
birds.
of a New Year's resolution for the way that we look at the hunting side of things. But also too, one of the things that I've done in the past just for the gym is I've taken down notes. and written down everything
yeah.
that I need to do.
It's a great idea.
And Nelson actually brought this to my attention. We just started the gym back up. I've been needing to for a long time myself. He's been working out a little bit. He's looking like a turtle shell over there, all jacked and whatnot. But hey,
Hunchback.
yeah, there it is. He's outweighing me,
That's not
and
good.
I got to step my game up. Okay.
Fix my posture.
Oh, come on now. But
Yes, sir.
anyways, I just think that it would be like a really good idea to start just taking notes and to
Keep
see
a little,
if
like a
you're-
little log, little journal or whatever, like a hunting log, and
kind of let yourself know. So if you're ever in the same position, that you were in this season, you can always help your
that'd be
chances.
actually really
next season.
very, very handy. Then you can go back past
And look.
years, like and just see what you could write down, like the weather.
Yeah.
You could write down like what it like the temperature was, what
Yeah.
the weather was, what the wind was doing, all that good stuff, and then see like you saw a bunch of deer this year, a bunch of turkeys were gobbling,
Right.
whatever, and see if you can find a pattern on those weather changes, moon phases, or whatever it is, and then use that knowledge to make your hunt.
Exactly.
Then you can hunt those days or whatever, those conditions.
Just help you out in the end. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
You might just raise your odds a little better.
If you're smart too, if you can organize your notes, you can always type in and then use the search engine to like obviously find where it is located, and then
Oh yeah.
type
You
in some
talking
more
about like
information.
on your phone? Like,
Yeah, like if let's say if you're just
Oh,
logging
okay.
in on your phone on your notes and you say weather, it doesn't matter. You can kind of like space everything out like ducks, deer, whatever.
I got you.
Type that information in, and then make a new note for
Mm.
like wind on different stands, or like even for duck hunting for different.
I was
places.
thinking old school, like
Pen and paper, bro.
Pen and
Hey.
paper. Just write that sucker down. Get you some of those little black journal things from what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
What do they call like a little
It's just a journal.
journal?
A little. No, I'm just kidding. We could, I guess, be a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tech savvy with the
Tech-
cell
yeah.
phones. We got the A7 IV up here, and
I
we
know.
could probably use our phones and get some kind of app. We could design an app for hunting logs. They already got them, but
Hey,
never used
and in
one.
the deer stand too, if you're wanting to go old school, it's a perfect time to do it. Now, tree stand, saddle hunting, like I can see you up there like hanging, dangling from a tree, just writing down everything. But like, you could obviously use your phone too. That'd probably be easier. But anyways, just let us know what you think
got
about
it.
that.
You'd be like, "Hey Siri, write this down."
It's just like deer like running away from you.
Yes. Today there was a deer. It's like a news reporter, or like a journalist from.
You get your phone to read it back
like,
to you.
The A7 IV. We're running 24 frames, 50, whatever. Some.
Hey Alexa, read note wind direction. It's like starts popping all this off. But anyways, man, excited. Stay tuned. Let's just have a good ending to the year, and then look forward to next year.
It's already next year. It's 2022, boy.
Yeah, I'm talking about 2023.
You know what?
Because every season, bro, it's 22, 23 now.
Oh, like you're talking
That's
about for
the
the hunting
season.
season.
Yes, sir.
22,
Yeah.
23 's hunting season. But I guess
We got to step it up, man.
I
To
know.
limit it out, to give the viewers what they want to see. When they want to see some raining down.
leave us a comment. What do you want to see? Like, what do you want to hear? What do you want to see?
You want to see
do you
Waddy
wa-
Da? As in snow geese style? I shoot them in the face? That's what you said? Okay. Hey, stay tuned. And turkeys. Redheads.
Redheads.
Well,
Sometimes they're red,
redhead.
white, blue. They're all different colors.
Oh, no, man. Hey, turkeys.
Depends on how mad they are.
They
what kinda,
do.
What?
Do they kind of scare you, low key?
No.
No? Man, they kind of scare
They
me.
get me fired up.
Hey, no, yeah. But like I had
Big
two.
birds scare you. Remember we had this conversation in a past podcast. You said hawks, crows,
Yes.
owls. All the big,
No. If you have an owl land in your deer stand and look at you, and you throw a empty wind direction bottle at it, and it does this, you gotta tell me that doesn't scare you, bro. Like I took out my knife, my fixed blade knife. I said, "You want to tussle, owl? Let's tussle." Right? Flies down to the feeder, looks at me, flies back up to the tree. I said, "You got it." I unharnessed myself, got down from the stand, and went to the truck. I'm not messing with no owl, because an owl, dude, I'm telling you, I don't care if it's a Harry Potter owl that delivers good notes or bad notes. Like, I ain't messing with an owl. I'm not. I'm just not. So birds,
So what's
yeah.
the turkey gonna do?
You tell me.
the
what
turkey
are,
gonna bring you a note? Or
no,
come
they
whoop
just
your
look
ass?
weird. I hate. There's always the bobbing, dude. It's like, and then they walk. It looks like dinosaur. Like if it was dinosaur was alive right now, but it's just like a Paquito version, like a tiny version, right?
Oh,
But no,
damn.
what are those little emus?
Yeah.
Not the
Ostrich, like an emu.
ostrich, right? You know, they actually do
call
ostrich
'em-
races nowadays, where people actually ride these things.
No.
Yeah, no, I saw it on social media not too long ago, and
If
they
it's on
literally
TikTok, it ain't real.
nah,
It
bro.
could be. You never know.
They
I feel like
it was a
TikTok-
lady riding one.
I feel like some of the stuff on TikTok is more
More-
real than anything else. Like, 'cause it's actually people just, hey, well, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Let's video it.
Let's
You know?
video. Barstool covered it. Barstool Sports. I'm sure you follow. I was watching the Snapchat though of their story, and they had it. Not idiots, I guess. I mean, you can call them what you want to. It was like a lady and two guys, and they were on the back of an emu,
Ostrich.
whatever, riding these things, and they can go up to 44 miles an hour.
I know, like, they are mean. Like, suppose they're very territorial and they will, like, stomp you in the dirt.
Yeah, they'll kill you basically. If it came down to it,
I bet their
and
feet are sharp.
the ostriches like overtook,
beaks?
like in the meat there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
They super popular, and
In
everybody
Texas,
was
like-
raising these.
Yeah, and,
things.
like, West Texas, a lot of people farmed them or raised them for, like, their meat because it's like a delicacy or something. It's like a ribeye.
yeah,
something,
ribeye
I don't
of the
know.
sky like a crane. Like when everybody started figuring out about crane,
I've never eaten it. But
Red
my-
eyes,
my-
that
my-
is.
Yeah, I've never eaten it, but my dad said they're really good. Ostrich.
ostrich.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the in West Texas especially, the meat became very popular, and a lot of people started selling the meat. Well, then the market is like price and demand, basic economics, but
Economics.
hey, I'm not economics.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Economics,
okay.
economics.
Well,
whatever.
you made it sound
Depends-
like I had
No,
said it
I was
wrong.
saying. I thought you didn't say it.
No, yeah, I was just trying to like not sound like a nerd
kinda
on
like-
the.
Pecan. Some people
Pecan.
say pecan. Some people say acorns.
Don't get me
But down here in the
started.
South, we say acorns.
Yeah,
You know.
acorns.
Yeah. Caramel. Caramel. I hate
No,
people.
bro. Like
You know.
really, we're
You
from
know that
Texas.
I saw a
We can-
TikTok. It said, "Hope everybody's having a good day," but people that say salmon, it was like "f you." It says salmon. People call it said people that call salmon salmon. F you.
I've done that before.
That is so funny.
I mean, it's a common mistake, I guess. It is what it is. But hey, I'm excited, man. I'm pumped up. I'm
Me
ready.
too.
I'm ready to shoot Whitey. I'm ready for
I'm
us
ready to
have
go.
Groups do it dirty for us. Maybe a good tornado this season. Maybe get some more decoys. Watch this dog work right here
Yep.
and have some
I
good
don't know
hunts
how many
with some
months we
friends.
got? How many weeks we got of conservation? Is it
Man, it
conservation
goes
season?
into March,
Goes into March.
April, or
That's when we
yeah,
get all our cold weather. So it might
March,
push a bunch of birds
mid-March.
in. I don't know.
Maybe so. I did talk to a landowner not too long ago, and they're like 2 miles from the area that I typically hunt. So, I mean, it should be soon. And I'm gonna try to get us on a couple friend hunts. One thing that I did learn from the guys in West Texas, if you can do it and you don't have like competitors in the area, like some people, it like steps on toes if you're not worried about it, I guess. But like if you can get a good like water hunt, like a roost hunt,
Yeah.
you can do really, really well. The only downfall with it is it ruins like the birds in the area, like because they have a specific field that they're going to go to. But if you sit there and you just hunt the roost, like where these birds are coming in, obviously to sleep, a midday loaf, whatever, it ruins the whole. Like it could push them out of the county. It could push them 5 miles from it. Like you have no idea. So it could ruin your hunts for future. So it's always good for the end of the season, end of the year. If you have a good water hole that birds are actually roosting on, hunt it like more towards the end. Don't just go like haywire and hunt it right now because the birds are there, but if you go hunt that, most likely they're not going to be there. So
Yeah.
hey, it's just like a little 2 cents. I just trying to inform you. I don't know, share with you kind of my knowledge about it. I guess I
You
wasn't
know more
trying
than
to get.
I do. I don't know a
rabbit
lot
hole.
about. I just hunt with you, so you make me put out like 6,000 decoys.
Man, it's not enough.
But it's fun.
We need more.
It's a lot of fun when the birds work. When they're a love-hate relationship, and I know y'all have heard that before on this
Yeah.
podcast. We've said it in past episodes. But them birds, they're a blast. So much fun when they do what they're supposed to do, or do what we want them to do. But when they're like, I don't know, they're tough. They're
yeah,
tough.
you just gotta like dedicate your time to it though.
Yeah.
Really make sure that the birds want in the field. They're wanting
Mm-hmm.
in. And like even last season, man, I didn't do what I needed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we were pretty unsuccessful.
Yeah.
But as long as you're scouting and like managing, seeing and figuring out what fields are going to, and you've got an idea on that, it's really game over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then another tip too, real quick to let y'all know, one thing that I do like looking at, like when we're going into fields, regardless of how your success on being on the X is literally determined by how much poop you can find in like literally one area.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like go look for fresh turf. Like you can tell the difference between and this is gonna sound like weird, so I apologize, but like a fresh goose turd is going to be like green or like dark. Okay, like when it's old, it starts turning white. So like it's the
Moisture
ratio of the turd. If it's solid white, right? Check it. Don't hunt that
You
spot.
gotta pick it up. You gotta smell it. You gotta taste it, and then you'll know. Like it just comes to you.
If you told somebody that's never hunted birds with us though, and they did that that morning, that'd be hilarious. Especially if you got it on film. That's like stepbrother stuff right there. Eat this dog crap, you old man. It's like sitting there and he's like licking the crap. But I apologize about getting in the rabbit hole. I just,
all
like I
good.
said, trying to
like you're
influence
excited.
y'all a little bit. I am pumped. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to go kill some
When you get
turkeys
excited
too.
about something and you got the information, you just want to talk about it, and you can't stop
Nope. It's running and gunning.
running and gunning.
And we need to go run to the gym and get some games.
No, it's 9:20.
It's 9:20. Y'all keeping us 9:20 tonight. So, hey, look, peace out.
We'll catch you on the next podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes and subscribe on this YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss another episode in the future. We're trying to put these out once a week.
You know it's good. You
Yeah.
might as well follow.
I know. And remember to leave us a comment down below what you want to see next, and let us know
Or
if you
what
like
you want
it.
to hear.
or
What
don't
you want to
like.
hear next.
Yeah. We'll catch you on the next one.
Stay tuned.
See ya.